that. Oh wow. That's the shot. That's the money shot right there, guys. Right, morning everybody, we're here with the Viltrox f1.4 33mm on the Canon M50. We've come to my go-to location, which is, well, it's Sheep Walks over in Shropshire, and we're just out taking some photos this morning. It's a little bit chilly, I've got to admit, but we've got this lens to play with, so we're going to try and get some shots of sunrise. It's about half an hour before sunrise, still in blue hour. The moon over there was just popping off in the sky. It was massive, but it's just sort of dipped below the clouds in the horizon, which is a bit disappointing, but I missed that. I was going to stop and take a few shots, but I didn't. Now I regret it. So we're out with this cool little lens at the moment. I'm pretty impressed with it. I mean, it looks good, it feels good. It's got that manual aperture ring to adjust the aperture. We have got the lens cap on, but as you can see, sunrise is going to be over in that sort of direction, so we're going to take a few shots, see what we can get with it, see how it performs. Just a little test for landscape photography, and then obviously we'll touch on the video stuff later on in the video. So let's get some shots, see what we can get. Stop the aperture down manually, which is quite cool because we've got the meter on the screen and we can... I'm just waiting for sunrise to pop up over there. It'll be just above that tree, actually. Yes, hide behind this tree, actually, out of the wind. Wow. It's freezing. We'll try and get sunrise, and then we'll move on and try and get some sort of other videos. But so far, I mean, it looks good. The focus is deadly quiet. You can basically not hear it. I'll do some tests with the video later on, but good quality, feels good, looks nice. I'm quite impressed with it so far. That is going to be the pretty much perfect sunrise picture. About here, we're looking through the valley like that. So we're just going to wait until actually sunrise does happen. Okay, the sun is just popping up over the horizon. Can you see that? So the sun, let's focus on it, just coming up, peeking up over the horizon. Beautiful. Like I said, I like the fact you can adjust the aperture. What we'll do, crop in on these images as well to see like the sharpness. Take some landscape as well. Beautiful. Yeah, that's what we're coming for. You can see probably on the GoPro, hopefully, the sunrise. Witnessing that every morning, man, what a sight. So out and about with the Viltrox, it's compact, it's very light as well, so it doesn't add any weight to this M50. If you're looking for a small camera to start off with, the original Mark 1 M50 is probably the camera I'd recommend for anybody out there. It's so light, so easy to use. Canon autofocus is brilliant. There's a decent selection of lenses for the EFM mounts, but we'll talk about that later on in the video. And this lens would be a perfect add to the kit if you've got this camera. Really like it, really compact, really small, really light, and from the images I'm getting at the moment, really great quality as well. No real focus breathing to note. It's focusing as it should. It's quite accurate. Yeah, with the bokeh that I tested yesterday. Looks pretty, not the most beautiful bokeh, but it's pretty bokeh, good enough for a lens of this price and quality. And yeah, like I said, the autofocus is really quiet. The focusing ring is very smooth, the aperture ring is very smooth, just really nice. I really do like it. Let's open the aperture up to about 2.8. Get myself a little focus over there. Rolling hills of Shropshire. Let's go for the wide angle. Tap on the screen, it focuses pretty much instantly. Like I said, no for real. Focus breathing. Battery is going to die on the M50 in a minute there. I'm just going to walk down to this bench down here, which is one of my favourite places. Obviously this is a favourite place for somebody else in the past as well. It's dedicated to somebody, and obviously you sit there and look at that view. Sometimes go up here just to reflect every now and again, to get away from the hustle and bustle. It's so nice, it's just peaceful, especially early in the morning or late at night. I do plan to come up here and do some astrophotography. This is going to be the place, but I think I'm going to leave that for when the weather gets a bit warmer, so I'm not up here absolutely freezing it. So we're going to do that further on. So make sure you subscribe if you haven't. That bell, press the red button on down at the bottom right there, subscribe for more videos. Really helps this channel out. Let's see what we can do here. Stepped right down to f13 there. Let's open it up a bit. That's gorgeous, man. Let's get a bit closer to the bench. Oh, the battery's died on the M50. Why? Why, God, why? It's amazing how quickly the sun comes up. I've just been recording for 17 minutes now, and it's already about, I don't know, 5 degrees up in the sky. Oh, a solitary little cloud over there as well. God bless him. Right, let's see what we can create here quickly. Soggy down there, but we're just going to try and see what we can do. Let's stop down all the way to f16. Oh, okay, that looks pretty good actually. We could probably get that into Lightroom. Let's see what we can do with it. We're pushing the capabilities of this little Canon M50. I want to try and get just a little bit closer in some of this gunk down here. I didn't wear my waterproof shoes today. Let's try that. I'm hoping we can pull some of this back in Lightroom and see what we can sort of create. So we're just going to get a few more shots like this. Oh, we've got a bit of lens flare in here, look. You can see in the pictures I'm just putting, they're not great pictures, but you can see a bit of the flaring. Okay, let's call it a day. So, just a really nice lens from what I can tell, just using it from this little period. It's light, it's easy to carry, it's compact. We can take that off if you want as well. Bang it on there, even smaller now. Just, I quite like the silver actually. I'm not too sure about it when I opened it, but it's growing on me. And yeah, no, I mean the images talk for themselves. From the straight at the camera, me looking at them here, they look okay. And that's it. Right, let's get back into the studio. I'll edit these, and you'd have seen them already in this little bit of a clip, but let's get chatting about this lens a bit more. Come on. Right. Whew, I need to warm up, it's freezing. Okay, so to summarise, I really like this lens. I've used it a couple of times now. I've actually used it since recording the POV video, and it's a good lens for the EFM mounts. if you've got a Canon M50, an M50 Mark II, an M6, an M5, whatever it is, this lens will fit on any EFM mount camera. The autofocus is deadly silent. I did a proper review of this. I will link it above or in the description down below, so you can check that out if you want to. A full review. Autofocus silence are brilliant for video. It's fast, so it's brilliant for photographs. It looks relatively sharp. The M50 is only an APS-C crop sensor camera, so the images aren't going to be as good as full frame, but out of this lens you're going to get photos that are as good as any lens you can get for this camera. So yeah, all in all, it's a nice focal length. The 1.4 aperture is wide, so it's going to be good for low light. It's going to be good for getting that bokeh. It's just a really good quality lens. It's light as well, but it's made well. The only negative I would say is this this manual aperture ring. It hasn't got grips all the way around, so when you're trying to focus, you have to try and find and sort of feel for the grip so you could turn the actual ring. I've found that just adjusting the aperture on the screen or with the camera controls is a little bit easier, so I just set it to 1.4, leave it there, and then I'll just do it that way. You can set it to A, which I'm presuming is auto, so you can do it on the camera, but it's a really nice lens. It's a nice lens. It's got a metal, if I can take it off, it's not weather sealed, which is another negative, but you know, if I'm going out shooting proper photography, I'm going to be taking the R6 with me, which is weather sealed with all my EFM lenses. It's got a metal mount, so it's got all the connections as well, so it works with the autofocus and all the camera settings, which is handy. So Viltrox, well done. Good lens, fully recommend it. If it was rubbish, I'd tell you guys, but it's not for this camera. It's probably one of the best lenses you can get, and also with that 1.4 aperture, it makes it even better because you can get that nice YouTube bokeh as well. So yeah, I fully recommend it. There will be a link in the description, which is an affiliate link if you want to go and grab one. That's the only way I make any money off this. They did send me this lens for free, but there's no contract saying I've got to big it up or anything. It's just an honest review. This is what I've learned from using it over the last couple of days, so that's that. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you subscribe. It really helps this channel out, and I really appreciate everybody's support. The channel's growing nice and steadily, so thanks for that. And yeah, press the bell so you don't miss any future uploads. Loads more videos coming soon. Got lots of plans. Get my arse in gear and making some content for you, so stick around. I'll see you on the next one.